I'm a strong believer that even on our off days, we're all still beautiful. I think the favorite part about my skin is that it has a nice glow every now and then. I would love me for me, unconditionally, day after day, flaws and all.
Wait, they didn't tell you? Are you serious? So you didn't know? Black Girls YouTube too.
Hey guys, it's Black Girls YouTube 2 coming at you, and today I'm going to do the highly anticipated video.
Well, it was highly anticipated by me.
I thought this would be a great time to introduce my name, Black Girls YouTube 2, and why I chose it. I like to think of it as a symbol. When I first started watching YouTube videos, I used to watch all the time, and I would look up hair tutorials and makeup tutorials. And I always hated that when I would look up, for instance, a hairstyle, let's say I was looking up a French braid, I noticed that the first maybe 3 pages were of girls who look the same. And not to say that that's a bad thing, but they didn't look like me. So while my hair is a little curlier and kinkier, their way of doing the braid or maybe straightening or curling their hair or the products that they use is not going to work for me. Now the same with looking up makeup videos, and again, the first couple of pages would be of girls that look the same, but they do not look like me. And so what works for their skin color is going to make me look insane. And I feel as though, not enough people realize this or recognize it. And I was always wondering, like, okay, well, where are the girls that look like me? Where are the darker girls? Where are the tan girls? I want you guys to know that, like, we are out here too. Black Girls YouTube too. You didn't know? So women come in all different unique and beautiful hues and colors, and they should all be considered beautiful. My nude is not going to be the same as Beyonce's nude, and it's not going to be the same as J-Lo's nude or Gabrielle's nude. Oh wait, it is the same as Gabrielle Union's nude. Wait a minute, let me read. I just wish companies would brand their products a little better. If they're going to use the word nude, then come in different shades, or just don't use it at all. Use beige, tan, chestnut, almond. I love those words. Alright, so all month long, February is Black History Month, but I would also love to encourage you all to embrace your melanin. That's what I'm doing here at my HBCU. Whether your skin exemplifies that of a pearl or maybe that of obsidian, I want you all to join the movement and showcase your nude. Let people know that you are out here too. It's not just women that do makeup, men can do it too. It's not just one type of person that can do these things, anybody can. Without further ado, here I go. It's the first I'm supposed to discuss my makeup choice today. I went completely nude. I don't have any eyeshadow on. For my eyebrows, I use my Wet n Wild liner, and I just fill in my brows, and then I define them by using LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and I bought this from BH Cosmetics. Next, I use my CC cream from Mary Kay, and it goes all over my face as a base before I put on my favorite foundation ever by Iman, Lavender Smoke. It's very light, and the purpose is for you to see my skin color come through. Yes, I'm using this one foundation, but that's because it is the closest thing that matches my skin color. Like, my melanin was on fleek today, and I needed to show it off. Alright, so the first question is, what is my definition of nude? My definition of nude, Lord have mercy. Well, for me personally, my nude face, my nude skin, I am a beautifully flawless shade of unapologetic velvety chocolateness. That's my nude. God loved me so much that he couldn't just give me one color. So on my cheeks, I have little sprinkles. I have a giant birthmark on my thigh. Melanin on fleek. Hey. What is your nationality, race, ethnicity, or cultural background? So as you can see, and because of my name on YouTube, I am African American. But what you probably wouldn't know is that I'm also Native American. I'm Cherokee and I'm Blackfoot. Also, when I was first born, I was probably the beige color that they advertised as nude. I started to really gain my color in 2nd grade when I started cheerleading. I never used sunblock, so I started to get really, really dark. I went back a couple of shades lighter in the winter, which, you know, you tan in the summer, and then you get a little pale in the winter. But then I also started doing marching band in the summer, and I started using sunblock, but it was kind of too late. The chocolate was already starting to pour into me. But then I took up track in the spring. And so then I was starting to tan like all over my body, not just my face and not just my arms. And yeah, now I am the black goddess that I am today. Are you the lightest nude in your family? Or are you the darkest? Wow, no, I am nowhere near the lightest nor the darkest in my family. We really have a broad spectrum. My mother would be like kind of like a toasted almond color. My father would be like Hershey chocolate. My aunts, I have the lightest aunt that I have is kind of maybe a little darker than the shade of butter. I have cousins that are even lighter than that shade of butter, but it's literally just a wide spectrum, and most of us aren't mixed with anything else. It's just the Cherokee, Blackfoot, and African American. It just so happens that, you know, we come in different colors. They're like Skittles. All right, name some celebrities or a celebrity that you feel share your definition of nude the most. I feel like I am around the same color or in the same shade hue category as Gabrielle Union, Kelly Rowland, Seven Streeter, Jasmine Sullivan, and Tika Sumpter, and Janelle Monáe too. That's the all-star lineup right there for the draft picks 2015.
Kerry Washington, no?
You would say Kerry Washington? I could put a picture up tonight. Maybe Kerry Washington. We'll put a picture up next to her. What y'all think? Tell a personal story about a time your skin color has made an impact on your life. What's it like to be in your skin? I went to a predominantly white high school, so my skin color played a role in basically my everyday life. Mostly everything that I did in that school, it felt like I was trying to define what like being black was. So if I were to do something bad, I feel like everybody was looking to me to say, oh, this is how all black people are. If I were to do something good, they would again think, oh, okay, well, this is how all black people are. So I felt like I was always under scrutiny in that way. Always under the microscope. Have you ever been called out or discriminated against based on the shades or color of your skin? Have I? People talked about me being so dark all the time. And the thing that's funny is there are people like Alec Weck out there who are maybe 10 times darker than me and still beautiful. The shade of your skin does not define how attractive or unattractive you are. And if it does, to somebody, that's their issue. It's not yours. The very first time I experienced racism was in kindergarten. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know that I looked different than any of the other kids that were there. I had a best friend who was a tall, blonde, blue-eyed girl, and she would chase this one boy on the playground every day, every recess. One day she was sick. The little boy was sad, so I walked over to him and I was like,
Hey, do you want me to chase after you on the playground today?
And he looked at me with such disgust and shocked at the fact that I would even suggest such a thing, and said,
I don't want a black girl to chase me on the playground.
And then he ran away. Little punk. It made me feel kind of bad because I was like, well, what's wrong with me being black? We're both in kindergarten. It's not like I'm older than you. It sounds stupid, but I didn't understand what the problem was. And then I think I ended up telling my teacher, and she explained to me that the little boy was discriminating against me, and I shouldn't talk to him anymore. So my friend stopped chasing him on the playground after that. Have you ever felt insecure about the color of your skin? This whole light skin, dark skin thing that guys use to determine if they're going to date you or not is so stupid. Don't make me feel inferior because you have some complex that won't let you date beautiful Nubian queens. I used to be so insecure in my own skin. So I bought a backless dress for prom, and the skin on my back is not all the same color. And I was very self-conscious about that. Yeah, I wanted to look like a movie star, and movie stars, their skin is all the same color. So I remember night after night complaining to my mom about it. And then one time she's just joking with me, you know, to get me to shut up or whatever. And she said, well, why don't you just use skin bleaching cream? But you know, she was joking. But for me, somebody who is so insecure and self-conscious, I took her seriously. And I started to look into it. I researched prices where I could get skin bleaching cream. I realized that I could go shades lighter. Like, I didn't just have to use it on my back. I could have used it all over my body, my face. And I could have been finally like the color that I wanted to be. And then I went back to my mom and I was like, Mom, I looked into that skin bleaching cream, that thing that you're talking about, and you know, I think it could work. And she just looked at me for a while. And she told me that she was never serious about that. I don't know, the way she said it, it kind of made me like feel bad about myself. Like I thought about it. I was hating myself so much that I was willing to destroy what God gave me just so I could please somebody else who, like, to this day, those people that I felt like oppressed by, I don't talk to them. They do not validate me. They don't determine the amount of success that I'm going to have. They're so unimportant. Like now that I've been at this HBCU for a while, I would not trade the color of my skin for anything else. It is a beautiful gem. God blessed me with it. That's it, and that's all. And now I'm confident as ever. Thank you all so much for supporting me, coming to the channel, watching the video. I hope that you have learned a thing or two about me personally, my channel, and what my goal is. Back to the original idea about my definition of nude and my nude not being your nude. We are all unique, beautiful people. God created all of us significantly different. You can't advertise just one thing and expect like everyone to be able to fit in it. Kind of like one size fits all is the biggest scam I have ever heard of. One size most certainly does not fit all. So not only was it to, first of all, raise awareness for these companies that are branding one specific color, being a universal color, but also just to encourage you all to embrace who you are and how you are made. This is Black Girls YouTube 2. Always remember that we do indeed YouTube 2. And keep on rocking on. Much love. Thank you for coming. Like, comment, and please don't ever forget to subscribe.